Good day, our news watchers. Welcome to Worldwide News. For our news today, it's all about one of the developing countries in the world, India. India, as a developing country, features a mixed economy in the world. Since the independence of the country, India has been developing in many perspectives from the economic point of view. Although the Indian economy is developing in nature, it tends to move towards a developed country. Additionally, India is currently classified as a lower middle income economy, which typically describes nations that display some characteristics of developed countries but do not yet meet the criteria for high income status. While India is one of the fastest growing economies in the world, it still faces substantial gaps in income distribution, infrastructures, and social services. India has set a bold target of becoming a high middle income economy by 2047, marking the centenary of its independence. India's economy has become one of the fastest growing in the world. As of 2024, its nominal GDP is approximately $3.89 trillion, making it the fifth largest economy globally. But several challenges continue to hinder its development. First, income inequality. India has one of the highest levels of income inequality globally. Second, poverty and unemployment. Nearly 22% of India's population lives below the international poverty line, according to the World Bank. High unemployment, particularly among the youth, and the prevalence of informal sector jobs with low security remain serious challenges. Third, education and health. While literacy rates have improved, the quality of education varies significantly across regions. The healthcare system also faces substantial strain, especially in rural areas with overcrowded hospitals and limited access to services. Fourth, environmental concerns. Rapid industrialization has led to severe environmental degradation. India ranks among the most populated countries in the world, grappling with air and water population, deforestation, and other ecological challenges. Fifth, social inequality issues, such as caste discrimination, gender inequality, and religious tensions continue to impact millions of Indians. We'll be right back to continue how India will escape traps by answering frequently asked questions. Welcome back, news watchers. Let's now answer how India can escape the traps. First, do you think developing countries can escape all of the traps? India is likely to escape the middle income trap, but it is fraught with challenges, from global economic shifts to domestic structural issues. However, by adopting a balanced approach that combines state intervention, investment in innovation, and adherence to democratic values, India can chart a path towards a sustainable high income status, according to Vahiram 2024. Next, which one will be most difficult to escape? Over the last several decades, India has become one of the fastest growing economies in the world, but even with its impressive progress, poverty in India continues to be an enormous problem. Poverty in India is a result of various overlapping factors spanning a long history of social and economic issues. That's why it is difficult to escape due to limited access to education, unemployment, uneducated healthcare infrastructures, and social inequality, according to International 2024. Next, how could the developed world be of assistance in these cases? The World Bank is partnering with the government in its effort by helping strengthen policies, institutions, and investment to create a better future for country and its people through green, resilient, and inclusive development. Additionally, the World Trade Organization Secretariat has special legal advisors for assisting developing countries in any WTO dispute and for giving them legal counsel. The service is offered by the WTO's Training and Technical Cooperation Institute. Developing countries regularly make use of it. Lastly, could developed countries do more? Yes, developed countries could do more by liberalizing trade, providing targeted foreign direct investment, and aid for trade, transferring technology, and supporting sustainable development initiatives like green energy, increased access to developed country markets for labor-intensive goods and services, coupled with technical and financial assistance for developing nations to build trade capacity, and it can foster economic growth and reduce poverty. And that's all for answering the most frequently asked questions on how India can escape those traps. That's all for today's News Watchers. See you again next week. Bye.